Hello everybody, and welcome to Wounded Hero Tarot. My name is James, and I'll be doing your reading today. This particular reading is for the sign of Taurus. Now, this is a you versus them reading, so I'm going to be taking a look at your person's energy towards you, and then after that, we'll cut to you and your energy towards your person. Alright, so first we're going to take a look at the energy that they are currently embodying. And as I say that, it comes out. Alright, so we have the mouse energy. Alright, let's see. Mouse. Alright. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. Oh boy. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This could be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, mouse energy is organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, they're busy with no purpose. Now, something that can help bring it into balance is, as they said, a meaningful project. So I'm getting that your person here can be very, what is the term? They are like looking way too deep into things when it comes to your guys' connection. They're getting a little wild there, and it could be making them a little crazy. Now, I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is a no contact situation here. I have a feeling a lot of these will be no contact, but that can be a part of why this person is in that sort of like obsessive, overthinking, overanalyzing energy here. Maybe they need to like focus on their work or find a hobby or something. All right. So now we're going to take a look at their current energy towards you in 3 different categories. First, I'm going to take a look at their current feelings towards you. Now, I'm not going to include this card in the spread, but it popped out while I was just mindlessly shuffling and talking. Now, this is the 6 of Wands. So this individual, they see, they've been watching you. They recognize, everything that you've been doing since you guys stopped speaking, since you guys separated. And if they do come back towards you, I feel like one of the things they're going to be doing is like giving you your flowers, right? They're going to be recognizing everything that you've been doing, everything that you've been accomplishing, and all that stuff. All right, so we're going to take a look at Taurus's person's current feelings towards them. Their current feelings towards Taurus. All right, one more card, please, for their current feelings towards Taurus. Whoa, not 15. 1. Christ. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have Justice, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords. So this person definitely wants to come in, make things right here, and heal whatever heartbreak there is. Now in the spread here, we have the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Well, I'm definitely getting change from this person, going through some sort of transformation here. Something with the Hangman had them change their perception here on the situation. And with the Two of Cups to the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is them, realizing that this is more of a soul connection, like a soulmate type of connection. And with the Eight of Swords, having that realization is going to help them to get out of their own way here to come forward and heal this situation with you. Or at least attempt to. I don't know how salvageable it is. Um, but yeah, so next we're going to take a look at their current intentions towards you at this time. Taurus's person's current intentions towards them at this time. Oh, look at that Six of Wands right back out here. Okay. They see success with you. They intend to have success here with you. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the vibe that they intend to really, like, they intend to get back to this and put more into it to help it grow. Okay, that's too many. All right, one more card for Taurus's person's current intentions. Right, you're not going to give me one, so I guess I have to take these. So we have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like this person intends to show you that they're not interested in anybody else, and they want to invest in you, invest in your connection here that you guys have here with that Ten of Pentacles, because that's something that's going to last generations. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is, when they get into this like King of Wands energy here, that's really gonna help them to get past this feeling of defeat that they have when it comes to this situation, so they can come forward with their cup. All right, now lastly, for your person's energy, we're going to take a look at what action, if any, they will take towards you. And of course I say that. Well, expect communication. We have the Knight of Swords. Damn, right away. All right, well, there is going to be a message or, 50. Because with the world, this person's feeling the change in the cycle here. In love, they could have completed, whatever they had to work on in your absence. All right, what action, if any, will Taurus's person take towards them at this time? Jesus Christ. Jeez, that is 3 sixes. All right. So along with the Knight of Swords in the world, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is, some would call that a sort of olive branch in a sense. They're coming in, they could possibly be coming in with a gift here. and they want to, reignite this, get back to this, and they're gonna try to. Sorry about that. Laundry alarm that I forgot about. All right. So, anyways, there were three more cards that came out, and I told myself I just need one card, but whatever. So we have the Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Swords. Why did I say Wands? Maybe you're dealing with an Aries? But anyways, there is a Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Queen of Cups. Now, this is giving me somebody who is really operating from a more logic than heart space at first until they express their truth, which gives you clarification on the situation, putting them then in that Queen of Cups energy where now that they've expressed everything, they've gotten everything out, they're not holding anything back anymore. They're more in a more emotionally stable headspace and heart space. Because here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Two of Wands. So it's like this individual here, they want to, whoops, wrong side. They want to move on from the drama, the nonsense in this situation. And underneath that, we have the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So this individual, they've been watching you on your social media, I'll tell you that much. And then with the Knight of Wands, they're filled with that passion. And that's also very, very impulsive, as is the Knight of Swords. The Knights are just generally impulsive creatures. Except, I would say, for the Knight of Pentacles, because that one just moves too slow to no. But yeah, with this Two of Wands, they're planning a future here. All right, Taurus. So that is your person, current energy towards you at this time. Now, we're going to go take a look at your energy towards your person. BRB. All right. Welcome back, Taurus. Now we're going to be taking a look at your energy towards your person. Now, first, we're going to take a look at what energy you are currently embodying. And you got Peacock. Interesting. All right, let's see. Peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Okay. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, the peacock is confident and kind. When out of balance, the peacock energy can't digest situations. Now, to bring it into balance, they suggest meditation on navel. Interesting. So it seems that you, I want to say, are, that's, that to me is sort of like Queen of Wands energy. Because, you know, the Queen of Wands, she doesn't give a fuck. That is my no fucks given card, that Queen of Wands. And what usually stands out is how she does not care what others think. She is confidently herself. And that's the energy, that's the vibe that I'm getting from that Peacock card. You know, not a lot of people, as it said in the description, not a lot of people can reach that level, spiritually anyway. All right, so now we're going to take a look at your energy towards your person. First off, we're going to take a look at your current feelings towards them. Taurus's current feelings towards their person, please. Christ. Well, the first thing that popped out was the devil. And then there are 4 more cards that flipped out. Should I take these? I don't know, these don't. Yeah, no, that shit don't make no sense. And the devil popped out on its own, far away from the other cards, so I'm just going to take that. Now, either the person you're dealing with is a Capricorn, watch out, or they are just very toxic, manipulative, whether emotionally or otherwise. Then we have the Eight of Swords. This person really must have messed with your head or something, because I'm getting the vibe that you can't get out of your own way right now. All right, one more for Taurus's current feelings towards their person. Ten of Cups. It's at the bottom here. All right, so we have the World, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So there's definitely some sort of change in cycle here when it comes to this situation where somebody is going to bring balance and success to this connection, or maybe somebody is going to stop juggling, whether it's juggling 2 people or juggling a person and the work life and stuff like that. But either way, that I feel like that Two of Pentacles is that is has something to do with that Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, okay, this makes a lot more sense now because I'm getting that, like, you know, you see this person as being in this devil energy and being in their own way. But with the Ten of Cups, like you get the vibe that like if they could get out of that bullshit ass energy, then you guys can have something real. If they could just get out of their own way, because underneath these 3, we have the Three of Cups, the Moon, and the Seven of Wands. So there could definitely be a third party situation where this is some sort of fuckboy energy. They're messing around with somebody else while also trying to mess around with you. And with the Moon, I'm getting the vibe that they think that you don't know. They think that you're in the dark when it comes to this situation, which is why they're in this Seven of Wands energy, being very defensive about shit. Yeah, so with the World, right, it's like you're hoping that they can cut the bullshit and just grow up and, you know, take shit seriously, find some balance within themselves, their life, bring that to this connection, which will then put you in that Six of Wands energy where you have that success together. All right, now we're going to take a look at your current intentions towards your person. I hate it when cards fall on the floor, but bam, god damn. And that Tower card is under the Devil. All right. Taurus's current intentions. Ooh, and then we got that Three of Swords under that Eight of Swords. All right, one more card for Taurus's current intentions toward their person. One more card, please. Ten of Wands. Under that Ten of Cups. Jeez. Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, you intend to show this person that you really don't have any interest um, in anybody but them. So you can show them that the kind of like success that you guys can have together. Which is interesting because I believe your person also got the Four and Two of Cups in their intentions. All right. Well, anyways, so with the Tower, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands as your intentions, like I feel like you intend to give this person a wake-up call, essentially. With that Three of Swords and that Ten of Wands, you're expressing like all of the pain, and with the Ten of Wands, like the heavy burden that this connection is that they are on you when they are around. Because with that Tower, that's, this is gonna bring some sort of like sudden realization upon them where they're gonna like realize like the kind of energy that they've been in, the way that they've been treating you, the way that they've been acting in general, and how not okay that shit is. All right, lastly here, we're going to take a look at what action, if any, you will take towards your person. All right, one more card for what action, if any, Taurus will take towards their person. Ooh, okay. All right, so at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups. So that's giving me the vibe that you're coming in to hit this person with some knowledge, right? With some spiritual knowledge, even. Hoping that that will sort of like get them to recognize what they've been doing and what they need to change so that they can start taking action to make that change, changing their luck, changing your luck together. And then with the Page of Cups, I get this really like playful, like childlike energy, maybe even creative. You could both be creative people, and maybe that's something that like brought you guys together. Jesus, excuse me. That was gross. Didn't feel much better than it sounded. Right, so you have Justice, the Nine of Swords, and the Emperor. So when it comes to your actions, I feel like you intend to like bring justice to this situation. Essentially, you're done with the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the mental overwhelm, the burnout. And, in order to bring all this into fruition, you really need to step into that emperor energy where you are fully in your power. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You know what you need to do, and you're going to take that action. And that's what it's looking like you're going to have to do anyways. All right, Taurus. These are the messages that I have for you at this time, and I do hope they serve you well. Be gentle with yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.